Welcome to the Bronx Journal. I'm Dally Perez. Our next guest has won countless stage battles as a hip-hop artist. He has dominated the stage on the Black Entertainment Network, won a 6 Park shows, and he was born right here in the Bronx, the birthplace of hip-hop. We are delighted to welcome Oun-P to the Bronx Journal. Welcome to the Bronx Journal, Oun-P.
Hey, what's up?
So, tell me, growing up in the Bronx, what challenges came across, and how that influenced you to become the rapper that you are today?
Well, you know, growing up in the Bronx, you know, it's like, especially where I'm from 156th Street and Cortlandt Avenue, and that's like a real hard place to grow up in, you know what I mean? So it's like either you gonna take the bad side of it or take the good side of it and learn from the mistakes you see your peers make out there. So, you know, I just ended up taking the good side because I have friends that took the bad side, and you see what happens to their life. So I just took that in and decided to run with the good side and just put it in the form of hip hop and tell people my story. You know what I mean?
That's great. Oun-P is your name, correct? Your
yeah,
artist
that's my stage name. Yeah.
Your stage name.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Well, as a kid, my parents called me Uni. You know what I mean? I don't know where it came from, how they made it, but
right.
So everybody calls me Un. So for short, Un is for short for Uni. And Pacino came from me watching movies and all that, and you know, Al Pacino, that's one of my favorite actors. So I said I'll throw it there because I see in every movie he's like mainly trying to come up and do what he got to do. So that's what I'm trying to do.
So it takes a team to get the work done. Who is your team, and how long you've been with your team?
Well, Ooway, we a family. I don't really call it a team. You know what I mean? Because we all grew up since yay high, but it started out as a call in the hood. Like, you know how you call your friends, you go to your friend window or something like that. Ooh, that was our call. So,
right.
But then growing up and getting into the music, I made it corporate. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I made it stand for something. It's called Only Our Hood Way. So it don't matter where you from, you can rep it. You don't have to be from my block. So then it just got bigger and bigger, and people started respecting it. So we just took it from there and said we're going to name the label that, and it's Ooway Records. And shout outs to the CEOs of Ooway Records, my bro Sonny, Al, Doggy. Shout outs to my manager Donna. You know, that's Ooway, and you see it on the hand. Like about 30 of us got the tattoo on our hand, and it ain't like we was put together. You know how some groups is like put together. We all came up together, like all the artists under Ooway, we all came up together, and I knew them since elementary, so that's why I say it's a family.
So you say Ooway is the label?
Yes, Ooway Records.
Ooway Records. How the name came about? You said that it's more like it's not a team, it's a family.
It's a family.
So talk to me about that culture of Ooway. What is your purpose of the label?
The purpose of the label was just to get the name out there. Like it don't matter where you from, you can rep it. Like it's called Only Our Hood Way. That's what it stands for. So you know, you could be from down. Like I got an artist in VA. His name is R. Dot. You can say Only Our Hood Way South. I got my man G-Man over in England. He got Ooway International. You know what I mean? So it's just like our brand that we brought to the table. Mm-hmm. And since I'm doing it with the music, we named the label after it.
And do you have any type of merchandise that you guys are working to present Ooway? Yes,
definitely. We have Ooway apparel on the way, and you can go get that real soon on the website www.oun-p.com. That's ounp.com. It should be up and running in a few months.
Okay.
Probably like 2 months the most.
That's awesome. And tell me about, you are the champ of 106 & Park.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to us about that, and tell us how you felt as soon as you won the championship.
Well, it just started like I was just chilling, you know. My ex-manager, before I got with my manager now, he came up to me like, "Yo, how you feel? You want to do the Freestyle Friday 106 & Park?" So I'm like, I wasn't really doing that, so I'm like, I might as well give it a shot because, right, like I'm known for the battling anyway, so why not take it to the national level? Mm-hmm. So when I went over there, he had me rap for a dude named Terrence Clayton. He's like the director of it. So then I rapped for him, and he like, this was on a Tuesday, and they filmed Freestyle Friday on Thursday. And he was like, come back Thursday. So I went back Thursday, got the first week out the way, mm-hmm, and then every week I was just killing them. And then like me traveling, I went to the BET Hip Hop Awards, the red carpet, I did all that, met every artist you can name, had meetings in every label you can think of, and it was just like, that gave me that like turned my switch on and say like, this is what I'm gonna do forever.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So that's when you really decide this is where I
really
want to do.
That's when I knew this was it. Like me getting love in other states and all that, like that's crazy.
Right. Basically, your fans motivate you to do what you want to do.
Definitely.
What's the difference between putting a mixtape before and now?
A mixtape before, you probably it's totally different now because the mixtape back in the days, the furthest is going is to the bootleggers, you know. So but now they have the internet, so now when you put out a mixtape, somebody could be in Hong Kong and download your mixtape. So it's like you got a broader fan base with it, like and you can download it from anywhere. So a mixtape now is like your album to me, you know what I mean? Like the downloads is like your sales. So you see what you're doing and you see what you got to work on by your downloads. So definitely a mixtape now is way bigger because with the datpiff.com, livemixtapes.com, you can just go there from any part of the world and go get that mixtape. So mixtapes is real big now. Back in the days, only the people in your town could get your mixtape unless you driving to other towns taking it there. Now you don't have to do that because the internet.
Okay, and when you freestyle, where your ideas come from?
No, just whatever I think of, you know what I mean? Like how I'm feeling that day, I just put it in the rhyme.
I know you have a strong presence in the battle scene.
Yeah.
And a lot of mainstream artists have been noticing people from the battle scenes, battle raps, I'm sorry, the culture of it. Can you give me the intake of battle rap? Talk to us, what is battle rap? Battle rap is just you get your rhymes together, the next person get their rhymes together, y'all on stage, and y'all go at it. So if it's rounds, then you know how much time you got. Like the way they do it now, they give you like 3 minutes a round, and it's 3 rounds. But when I started battling, it wasn't like how it is now. It was just you drive, you pull up on somebody's block, and you got your rhymes, and if they ready, they got their rhymes, and y'all rap till you run out. You know what I'm saying? So, but now it's different because you got the URL. Shout outs to my boy Smack. You got it. It's more organized, and you can get income from it now. You know what I'm saying? Like the financial part of the battle game is right now. So it's totally different. And you got people like Jay-Z. You got people like Puffy attending the battles. Like it's real big now. But the main thing is that you got to just prepare yourself. It's like boxing with the mind, though. Right.
You know what I mean? So you just prepare yourself. You train. They give you about 2 months to get your rhymes together. And then once that 2 months is over and you're on that stage, either you're going to be prepared and look good or either you're going to be unprepared and look whack.
Do you ever rap about the Bronx?
Of course, all day. I think if you a rapper or you any type of artist, you got to put on for where you from because that's where the love starts from. If they don't love you in your hood, they ain't going to love you nowhere.
That's right. I agree. And can you tell me who was your toughest opponent?
My toughest opponent, I gotta say, probably DNA. Yeah, he's a battle rapper in the URL. I don't know if y'all familiar with him, but I had a battle with him in 2010. That was actually the last time I battled was in 2010. So shout outs to DNA though. That was a tough battle. It was crazy. If you want to, you could go on YouTube and search it. Oun-P versus DNA. Got over 1 million views already.
What makes a battle tough though?
It's when your opponent is coming just as hard as you, maybe more. You know what I mean? So while he's rapping, you hearing the crowd going crazy for his work, it's already making you like, oh, I can't wait to go. You know what I mean? It gives you that adrenaline rush to want to go and just go in.
You worked along with numerous of hip-hop, like legendaries, artists.
Definitely.
Who do you work with the most, and what projects do you collaborate on?
Well, the most I work with is artists under the Ooway label, but I have collabs with mainstream artists too, such as Jadakiss, Lloyd Banks, and you know they had their little feud when G Unit was going at D Block, and I'm the first song. My record is the first record that they got on together after the drama that they had. You know what I'm saying? So I'll definitely salute both of them for that. I'm on songs with Mano. Shout outs to Mano, Uncle Murder, Noriega, Reek the Villain, my dude Fat Trail down in DC. You know, I had a couple mainstream artists.
So Oun-P, can you tell me about the newest video that's going on now that you're working on right now?
Well, it's a video to stop the gun violence because, you know, growing up in the Bronx, there's a lot of gun violence going on and young kids is killing each other now. So I thought I'll put together a visual to try to stop that, you know, since the kids in the Bronx, a lot of them look up to me since they see like where I'm going with the music. So I thought I'll put something out that since they look up to me that they probably will go buy it if I put it out. And the video is called Out the Hood, and it's about like making it out the hood, like what it's gonna take for me to make it out the hood. and it's featuring Remo the Hitmaker. Shout outs to Remo the Hitmaker. He's actually signed to Ludacris label, DTP, so shout outs to him. And it's directed by J1, shout outs to J1s. And it's just, you know, one of them Stop the Violence, you know, it got some action in it and all that. It's just showing you, like, what goes on in my hood and what we trying to escape, you know what I mean?
Right.
So this is Out the Hood, directed by J1s, featuring Remo the Hitmaker.
Okay, so let's take a look of the video.
How we gon' get out the hood, yeah. Oun-P, Remo the Hitmaker. We got another one. Let's go. No crossover, but I handles my BI. Got cousins getting locked up more than TI. I'm stress smoking CI. I told Els there's a spot reserved in VIP on a VI. Cost of living is real, the city ain't with it. Every time the rent raises like a hammer raised with it. Pregnant teens pushing packs in the trap house. Tripping, but I got it mapped out. Cause I done seen it all as a shorty. Bloods might test you, nothing to do with Maury. Young tripping, gripping on a 40. Kill him while he 15 and come home in his 40s. My fam on my shoulder, on my back. My mind on presidents, vocals on track. I'm trying to see sunshine on a rainy day. And I'ma let Remo finish up what I'm trying to say. And that's I done seen a lot of people get shot up in the world, y'all. Let's try to make it a better place. Cause I done seen it before. I done been there before. So tell me, cause somebody tell me what the hell is it to get out the hood? Get out of the hood. Get out of the hood. Get out of the hood. A lot of cats I grew up with is in the ground. That probably explain the reason I walk around with a frown. And the chicks that used to diss me starting to come around. Wow, when I was down, nowhere to be found. I'm on the grind, and for a chick I would not stop. Time limit what? I'ma grind till the clock stop. Can't raise kids on a hot block. Had to tell my daughters that chalk ain't for hopscotch. Can start beefing as soon as the weather change. Guns can't leave their hand, it's like a wedding ring. Thank God I'm always one step ahead of things. My third leg leading me to better things. Yeah, the hood gon' always be in me, humble, but sometimes you can't always be friendly. Not at all. And the day I get my crib in the hills and they ask me why I moved, I'ma tell them cause it's real. And I done seen a lot of people get shot up in the world, y'all. Let's try to make it a better place. Cause I done seen it before. I done been there before. So tell me, cause somebody tell me what the hell is it to get out the hood? Get out of the hood. Get out of the hood. Get out of the hood.
So we just saw the video. Can you talk to us about a little bit more about the video?
Yeah, it was just like, it's just all like reenactment of what's going on in the everyday life of the hood, you know what I mean? So we just showed it, but we showed it with great detail, as you can see, you know, as from the firearms firing and from kids running and innocent people getting hit by bullets that's not meant for them. Like, that's what goes on in the hood, like, every day. So I'd rather show you it in a real form, but at the end of the day, like, we just trying to show the people what we are trying to escape. So that's the best we could do it. So we did it like that, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And there's a stereotype between battle rappers that they cannot make good music whatsoever. Can you tell us, what is your perspective on that?
Well, I'm one person that I don't really believe in that stereotype, but because I make music and I got mainstream artists on my music that, you know what I'm saying, that once they own it and they solidify, you already know, like, he can make music because they not just going to get on anybody's tracks. But to me is that people just got to, like, the battle rappers that's out now, and it's true. So I listen to some of their music and it does sound horrible. You know what I mean? I ain't going to really say nobody names up here, but they just got to go back in and work. But you can't just say every battle rapper can't make music. You know what I mean? Because it is some that I respect their music and there's some that I don't. But as far as me, I definitely blocked that out. And I actually dropped the album. Me and my bro Murder Mook, he's like the king of the battle world right now. We dropped the album called Stereotypes, and the whole album is based on that one stereotype. So y'all could go get that off iTunes right now. It's called Stereotypes by Oun-P and Murder Mook.
What does make Oun-P different from other rappers, and what are you portraying?
Well, what makes me different is that I just be me. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of rappers get in the game and they let people change them to who they want to be. And I go in and I speak I talk real facts. That's why the name of my mixtape, I called it Facts, and it stands for Feeding All Consumers True Situations. So throughout the whole mixtape, like, there's no lies on it. Everything is straight out there. I put it out there. You know what I mean? Like we spoke earlier when you said you had a question for me about the kids. Like, do you want me to ask? Like, you can ask me anything you want, because when you being true about it, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could talk about it. So I just go by Facts, and make sure y'all go to datpiff.com and pick this up. It's called Facts, Feeding All Consumers True Situations.
If you didn't end up to be a rapper, what will be your plan B? What will be that second plan?
I ain't gonna lie, ain't no plan B for me. Like I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this, but if it did come down to it, like, my career would be in some type of field still dealing with music, like as far as management, or me running Ooway Records and having to push another artist under my label, but it'd still be in the music field. Like, it'd be in the industry somewhere, though.
Does a battle rap become a song? Sorry
Does
about
a battle rap
Yes.
becomes a song?
Yeah.
Like, it don't become a song, but you can talk about the battle in a song. You can bring it up in the song, but the actual battle don't become a song. Like, you wrote them raps for that person right there, so you're not going in the studio putting none of that on a song. You know what I mean? So you just going in, but the after results you can talk about on the song. You know what I mean?
And would you ever like to? My first question was, would you ever like to collaborate with any singer?
Oh, definitely. Like, I got music with singers, just like the Out the Hood video we just saw. Shout outs to Remo the Hitmaker. He's an R&B singer coming up on DTP Records. But as far as mainstream artists, you know, the Chris Browns, the Trey Songz, I'd definitely like to collaborate with all of them.
Okay. Besides your career, what is your main priority, your main focus besides your career? You say you have a family.
Yeah,
Talk to me about family.
My kids. Like, I do it all for them. That's my #1 motivation when I get up in the morning to go to the studio, to go to these interviews, to go to these radio shows. Like, I have them on my mind, and that give me that extra drive. Like, I know I have to do this, you know what I mean? So definitely my kids is my #1 motivation to do this music thing.
How many kids you have?
I have 4 kids.
You have 4 children. If they wanted to pursue rapping or anything in the entertainment business or even music, will you lead them to that path? Will you support it?
Definitely. Like, they young and they support me. You know what I mean? Like, they see what I'm doing. They see me on BET, MTV. So I definitely support them doing it. But the #1 thing I stress with them is school. As long as you in school and you finish in school, you could do whatever you want to do.
Since I want to refer back to the questions, you said there's no plan B. Is education an option for you?
Education was an
Would you
option
go
for
to
me, but
college?
you know, like, who knows, later in the years when I get older, I'll probably go back to college and do what I gotta do. You know, your moms always want you to do that, but as far as right now, like, I have a family to feed, and like the music is definitely bringing an income for me and my team, or me and my family, like I say. So, you know, right now I'm just working, but I never count school out. Like, education is always needed, and who knows, sometime in the future, once I'm done doing what I gotta do with the music, I'll probably go back. You never know.
Okay. In your bio, you said, a lot of people are starting to understand what we have going on over here. And some great things are starting to happen. Talk to us about what do you meant by that?
Well, what I meant by that is that, like, see, when you first start, like, and you going hard, you in the studio, it feels like you're doing it for nothing. Like, it feels like people ain't taking notice. But when you start seeing, you put out videos and it got 200,000 views, 150,000 views, like videos where I'm just talking got 50,000 views, you know, it makes you feel good, and you know that people are paying attention. 14,000 followers on Twitter, you know, like that shows you that you're making progress and people are paying attention. Like, when I go in the streets, anywhere I go, like in New York City or even outside of the city, people know me, people want pictures, people want autographs because they taking notice of what we doing. So it's definitely a good thing. All the record labels calling us, calling my manager phone, like trying to get sit downs with us, you know. So it's like hard work is paying off. You just got to grind hard. You grind hard, you shine hard. That's what I say.
Okay. Can you give us a sneak peek on what's next for Oun-P and where can we find you at?
Definitely. The next thing, I see I got Facts, the mixtape Facts Part 1. I'm actually working on Facts 2 now. We're going to drop that sometime in 2013. And right now, we getting ready to drop about probably like 9 to 10 videos back to back every week. For like the next 9, 10 weeks, we're going to drop a video every week. So y'all could go to the major websites for that, World Star, y'all could go to This Is 50. I could go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just Google me. Hit me on that Twitter at Oun-P1523. Y'all can find me on Facebook, Oun.Pacino. And make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's youtube.com, Oun-P1523TV. And make sure y'all hit up the website too, Oun.P.com.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining us today and letting us know information
Appreciate
about you.
Me.
Oh, thank you so much. And we'll be right back with Bronx Journal.
Yeah.